So for today's Resiliency Conversation, we're welcoming Kelly Robinson, our very first teacher that we get a chance to talk with. Thank you for being here, Kelly.
Thank you for having me.
Can you walk us through what a day looks like for you? Because I'm really curious about that. I know that students are on the screen 100% of the time. So can you give us just a little bit of insight into that?
Our day starts off around 8:30 in the morning. The students get on video, we meet, we chat, and we go over what the day is going to look like. That is one of the areas where we try to play games and we kind of catch up and we talk about what's been going on in our lives. We talk about television a lot, who's watching what on TV, what we've been binging, and then we go over what the day is going to look like. So I put in all the assignments in Microsoft Teams. All of the students have hard copies as well as digital copies, and we go through what that day is going to look like. And then we start talking one-on-one with the students. So I will either meet through video or through a phone call with a student, and we'll kind of go over again what we'll be doing that day, ask if they have any questions. If a student is having a problem, say with math, we get on and we do just what we're doing right now, and we chat on video, and we go through the math problems one by one. Again, it's a challenge because it's hard not to have a paper in front of you, but we're both, we're working through it. And then we close the day with a live meeting at the end of the day, in which we reflect on what we did that day and try to anticipate what we'll be doing tomorrow. And again, I'm a founder of the thing of dad jokes, and they love these dad jokes. So I read a dad joke every day, and then we're done.
I love it. I love it. You got to have some humor in it, right?
You got to. You got to.
So I know that connection and relationship is really important at Serendipity, and it's really the foundation of the re-education principles. How has that been in the midst of trying to communicate through a screen and to try to have that connection with your kids through the screen?
That has also been a challenge, and it's true what you said, the communication, the establishing those relationships with kids is the most important thing. These are kids that have faced so many different obstacles in their lives, and trust is oftentimes the hardest thing for them to give. And so that's our main goal, is to get them to trust us and to open up to us and allow us to really, support them as much as possible. And then to have to do that through a screen is another challenge. Yeah, when we first started off, I was recording long segments of me talking, and as lovely as I think my voice is, no one really wanted to hear me talk for 45 minutes. And so I knew quickly that wasn't working. And so we had to start going back and trying to add more one-on-one communication with the students. And, in a way, it's kind of invigorating as a teacher because, we face challenges in the classroom every day. This presented itself another challenge, and I had to learn how to be a different teacher. And I think because of this, I've become a stronger teacher in terms of how to think on my feet, how to use technology more, or incorporate technology more in the classroom, how to communicate with the students. And it's had some positive benefits in the midst of what has been just a big challenge.
Kelly, I'm curious, how much interaction do you have with your other teachers during this time? Because obviously everyone is pretty isolated, working out of their homes. Are you able to connect and share what's working and what's not?
One of the probably most important lessons that I learned when I started teaching was to ask questions of other teachers, because one of the things that we do is we share everything. And because as most teachers, I was creating everything, and I realized most of the stuff has been created and we can share. So we were all in the same boat when COVID happened and we went to distance learning. And so we all had to work together. Some of us were not great at technology. Other people were not great at working to how to get all the kids involved. And so sharing ideas is one of the most important things that teachers do. And it's been, in a way, it's been nice because I think I've developed deeper relationships with some of my fellow teachers because of this, because we're all in the same boat. We're all starting over fresh. And so we're able to, this is working for me. And you're excited to share those things that are working with other people, because we all have the same goal, which is, being there for our students as best we can. And anything that we do to find is going to allow us to do that, it's great to share.
Just from all of us, thank you so much for being such an amazing teacher and putting in all that work. And it's been just a pleasure having this conversation with you.
It's good to see you, Carly. Thank you for having me.